بالله من الشيطان الرجيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا إن تطيعوا الذين كفروا يردوكم على أعقابكم فتنقلبوا خاسرين بل الله مولاكم وهو خير الناصرين سنلقي في قلوب الذين كفروا الرعب بما أشركوا بالله ما لم ينزل به سلطانا ومأواهم النار وبئس مثوى الظالمين صدق الله العظيم وبلغنا رسوله النبي الكريم ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين يا أيها الذين آمنوا O those who believe إن تطيعوا الذين كفروا if you obey those who disbelieve. Here from the people who have done kufr, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is referring to the munafiqeen. And this ayah has a background that inshallah will tell. يَرُدُّوكُمْ عَلَىٰ أَعْقَابِكُمْ They will make you turn back on your heels. فَتَنْقَلِبُوا خَاسِرِينَ And you shall turn into losers. Inqilab is something that we use in our language as well. Basically means transformation. So what happened after Uhud was that when the news had spread that the Prophet ﷺ has passed away, has been martyred, the munafiqeen among the Muslims told the Muslims that when the Prophet ﷺ is now gone, why shouldn't we turn back and become kuffar again? So that all the dispute between us and the people we were fighting and the people who have caused us so much harm is gone. So imagine the mischief that the munafiqeen, the hypocrites, were always seeking an opening to do, the kind of mischief. So here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that if you start following these munafiqeen, these people who have nifaq in their heart, hypocrisy in their heart, if you start following them, or even if you make them your friends, because the next ayah says, Balillahu mawlakum, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is your friend, Allah is your Lord, He is your helper, huwa khairun nasirin, He is the best of the helpers. So even if you take them as your helpers, if you take their plans, if you follow their plans, if you take their counsel, they will not rest until they have made you turn away from your deen. And if you do that, you will turn away from your deen. فَتَنْقَلِبُوا خَاسِرِينَ You will transform into losers. And the biggest loss is the loss of the hereafter. So these people will take your iman away and they will make you turn into losers. بَلِلَّهُ مَوْلَاكُمْ So do not depend on them, do not take them as friends, do not make them your mawla or somebody that you take the advice and seek protection from or trust. But بَلِلَّهُ مَوْلَاكُمْ Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is your mawla, is your friend, is your caretaker. وَهُوَ خَيْرُ النَّاصِرِينَ And He is the best of all those who help. So the best of the helpers is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Those people, so in the previous ayat that we did yesterday, the example of the people of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was given, and the instruction was given to be with the people of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, follow their example. Ribbiyin, the people of Allah. And here the opposite of that is being prohibited, that not only take the company of and follow the example of the people of Allah, but also do not take the company of and do not follow the example of the munafiqeen, the deenless people. سَنُلْقِي فِي قُلُوبِ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا الرُّعْبَ بِمَا أَشْرَكُوا بِاللَّهِ مَا لَمْ يُنَزِّلْ بِهِ سُلْطَانًا We shall put awe, ru'b, that this word we use in our language as well, ru'b or awe, in the hearts of kuffar. بِمَا أَشْرَكُوا بِاللَّهِ مَا لَمْ يُنَزِّلْ بِهِ سُلْطَانًا The reason is that they have associated with Allah, they've done shirk with Allah, something about which He has not sent any authority. So without the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala never told them to do shirk, to associate partners with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. These people do it. This is the reason why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will put your awe into their hearts. And this is what happened, that after Uhud, although Muslims received a setback, the Muslims had to retract and seek refuge at one specific spot, the kuffar still went back. They did not come to, Na'uzubillah, finish out the Prophet ﷺ or the Sahaba. They did not come to conquer Medina. Why did they turn back? The history tells us that there is no logical reason for them to turn back. What happened was that Muslims were retracted to one place, the Kafir army retracted to another place. And then Abu Sufyan, who was their leader, called out to the Muslims, asked them in a loud voice that, does the Prophet of Allah still live among you? The Prophet ﷺ told the Sahaba to stay quiet and not respond to him. Then he said, does Abu Bakr live among you? The Prophet ﷺ still asked the Sahaba to stay quiet. Then he said, does Umar live among you? Does Usman live among you? So from this, the ulama have written that even the kuffar knew this hierarchy, that after the Prophet, the most important Sahabi is Abu Bakr, then Umar, then Usman, then Ali. Even the kuffar knew it. Abu Sufyan called out in order. When he got no response, because all of these were alive, the Prophet ﷺ told them to stay quiet. Sayyidina Umar radiallahu anhu was having a hard time staying quiet. So then he said that these people have died. These people have passed away. Had they been living, they would have definitely responded. At that, Sayyidina Umar radiallahu anhu could not hold back and responded and said, the Rasul of Allah lives, Abu Bakr lives, Umar lives, and responded to them. So when they knew that all these people are alive, why did they not come and continue fighting? They just turned back. So this was the ru'ub, the awe of Muslimin that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put in their hearts, and they did a folly and went back. After they had traveled a little distance, they realized their mistake, that this was the chance to finish off the Muslims for which we had come. Why did we not do that? But when they tried to turn back, when they thought of turning back, again Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put such an awe and fear in their heart that they did not turn back. And the max that they did was that they hired somebody to go and tell the Muslims that we are coming to get you, we are coming back to get you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told the Prophet ﷺ about all this, and even in that state the Prophet ﷺ gathered the Sahaba and went after the kuffar. It is called Hamra al-Asad. It's a famous, it's a well-known thing in history that the Prophet ﷺ followed the kuffar after Uhud and went to the point of Hamra al-Asad, but they had ran away. All of them had ran away. So they had this victory. They were in a very strong position. They had killed so many Sahaba and martyred so many Sahaba. Still they just ran away. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put ru'ub in their hearts, awe in their hearts. And why did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala do it? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling the reason, what becomes the reason. Bima ashraku. Shirk becomes a cause of those who associate partners with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Those who do associate partners with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will keep on putting the awe of mu'mineen or muwahideen, the people who believe in only one Allah, the ru'ub of the people of Allah in the hearts of mushrikeen. And this will keep on going till the day of judgment, that the people who associate, who believe in many gods, and this also comes to logical reason, that Muslim is someone who only fears one. Mushrikeen are in the habit of being afraid of multiple things. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala puts ru'ub and awe of the mu'mineen in their hearts. وَمَأْوَاهُمُ النَّارِ. And this is their punishment in the world, and then in the hereafter, their ultimate place is nar, hellfire. وَبِئْسَ مَثْوَى الظَّالِمِينَ. And evil is the abode of the unjust. Here ulama kiram have also said that every sin that we commit, although not all sins that we commit are shirk, but they are a step in the direction of shirk. That we are giving more importance to someone else than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Therefore, an inherent property of each sin is that we start to become afraid of our surroundings, we start to become afraid and become overpowered by even our own personal desires. So one sin leads to another, because in the future we run the risk of becoming overpowered with our sins again. And therefore it is written that sinners are slaves of the surrounding and of their own desires. And the people who do not sin, who are muttaqi people, they are the leaders of the world. They are the leaders of the world. Gunahgar, ghulam-e-alam hota hai. He's a slave of everyone. everyone will overpower them, everyone um, will 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 scare them, will be able to scare them. And those who do not sin, they become the leaders, they are not afraid. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made it such that these people, they are not afraid of anyone, and they become the leaders of the world. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us among those who stay away from sin and stay away from shirk. Amin ya Rabbal Alameen. Allahumma ij'alna min ahli al-Qur'an alladhi ahluka wa khassatuh. Sallallahu ta'ala ala khayri khalqi sayyidina wa nabiyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amin bi rahmatika ya arhamar